Apogee shark do 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 do. Apogee shark do 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 do. Apogee shark do 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 do. Apogee shark. Uncle Dennis shark do 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 do. Uncle Dennis shark do 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 do. Uncle Dennis shark do do do. Uncle Dennis shark. Uncle John shark do 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 do. Uncle John shark do 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 do. Uncle John shark do 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 do. Uncle John shark. It's the N family shark song. It's the N family shark song. It's the N family shark song. It's the end. Yay! Yay!
What up, man? Keelan's not here because today I'm getting a pour over. Record your skills here, man. I'm getting a pour over because I got a free drink. Let's watch this master at work here. Pour over by Reborn. Like that magic trick? I never get pour over anymore just because it's pretty costly. But I got a free drink today because I bought 10 coffees here. Thank you for the free pour over after I spent $30. I'm being sarcastic. That's how all point system works. Okay, here we go. I got Mexico, right? It's Mexico origin. Keelan, you didn't make this. You were supposed to make this, bro, but you weren't working today. Usually Mexico is my favorite origin. I don't blame the beans. I don't really taste it that well. Body of the coffee and finish. The finish is not very strong. Usually Mexico has a pretty good finish. As you guys are seeing the pour over, look, everyone's got their own method, but you know, he was doing it where the water, when it was hitting the coffee, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was like dripping. Point of the water when it wasn't a smooth contact with the coffee grounds. It was like hitting it hard. You guys know what I'm saying? When you do that, it agitates the coffee a lot. Let me know down below. Comment below if you think I'm right or not. Maybe I'm being a stickler. Most of the master baristas I talk to say that's a huge no-no. So I have a feeling that affected this taste. But at the same time, look, everyone's got their own technique. Everyone does a pour over differently. I think it did affect the taste of these beans though. I'm back. I didn't do a vlog yesterday because yesterday I uploaded a really cool video. If you did not watch it, go watch it right now. I'll put the link card right here. Go watch it, like it, watch it 1,000 times. It's a pretty funny, cool video that I made about sharing a little bit about my personal life, celebrating. Go watch it so you know what I'm talking about. I think you noticed a little change here in my office. I got a mirror. Yeah, you can see the TV here. It's on the opposite wall. It's right here, but now you can see it. So last week, all week, I was at something called the Purpose Driven Church Conference. Always great to connect with people and network. I vlogged all about it last week. If you missed that, go watch last week's vlogs. And I'm back in the office, and it's July now. Yo, isn't that nuts? It's halfway through the year. A lot of emails, got done with some of my meetings, doing a lot of communication. It's time for lunch. And today, there is a surprise for lunch. Lunchtime. Okay. Lunchtime. Budget is budget, and I'm spending too much money on nectar juice. I know, it's too expensive. I knew it was too expensive, and I knew this day would come. I got in trouble by my wife. because I spent too much money on nectar when we could just be juicing it ourselves at home. I didn't really get in trouble. But we need to save money anyways. So, lunch. This is my lunch. Yay! So I'm eating lunch here. I made something. I just need some feedback. It's gonna take literally less than 2 minutes, okay? So, yeah. I made something.
It's 96 seconds. 96 seconds.
Wow, it's a.
Oh boy.
You got preview already.
Is that legal?
I know. He's doing it by himself on his video. Watching
Cool little room in our church. I actually got these couches when I used to be a pastor over the ministry that used this room. So, this couch feels like part of me. Hey, I wanted to be in this room and just do my closing thoughts. You know, today as I was at the coffee shop this morning, I actually sparked a conversation with the barista. He asked me what I was doing this weekend, and then I told him, hey, I'm going to the church office, I'm a pastor. And then he said, oh yeah, I used to go to church, and we started talking about church. He told me what church he went to, he told me what he thought about it, and then he said he doesn't go to church anymore. He said that he kind of finds his community with a close group of friends, and he wasn't really finding that at his church. And then he went into more detail. He said that, you know, at the church, he was kind of looking for something more, and sometimes he would bring up certain topics and they weren't really well accepted. He probably got turned off at his church, or maybe he had a bad experience, and therefore now he has his pocket of friends who he says he finds community with. There's so many things that we can talk about. There's so many different variables probably at play in that experience or in that situation or in this issue. But the main thing I want to focus on here is for those of us who've heard the story a lot, rather than blame the people, rather than focus on the people, rather than only focus on the variables that resulted in these people leaving the church or making excuses or being mad, whatever the excuse or whatever the reason is, I want to focus on us, the pastor and the leader and the people of the church. Hey, yo, we got to step up. We need to focus on ourselves and think about, hey, how can we make those connections happen? How can we resolve some of these issues? How can we really tighten up our small groups in our community so that people are really engaging in deep life conversations and life experiences? This goes back to the age-old millennial question. Many of us, we like to blame millennials. Again, there's a lot of variables at play. But how many of us actually ask ourselves, the business, the organization, the leaders, the question about, are we doing a good job? And that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about all of us, the leaders, all of us who are in the positions that control or oversee these communities. Are we doing a good job in building these tight-knit communities, or just communities that share life experiences? So I encourage those who are overseeing these areas, think about these people. Think about the people who are leaving. Think about the people who don't find these connections. Some things to think about is, do you have on-ramps for people to get connected? Is it easy to get connected? Do you have many tests and papers and red tape for people to go through, a bunch of hula hoops that are lit on fire for people to jump through before they even get connected into a small group or a fellowship group or a community group or a cell group or whatever it is you call it? Let's make it easy for people to get connected. I'm not trying to water down the gospel. I'm not trying to water down any type of seriousness, but I am trying to make it easy for people to find connection, to feel like they're part of the church family. So I hope churches out there, or any community out there, whether you're a CrossFit gym or a scrapbooking club or a hiking club, evaluate how you are getting people to come into your group, into your community, and let's build that community. As a church pastor, I want to think about the church, and I want to really try my best to get people involved, connected, feel like they're building relationships with others at our church. I'm far from perfect. There's a lot of work to be done. and I'm gonna try my best to accomplish that. So those are my closing thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me even though I didn't vlog for the past couple of days. Yo, if you guys like what you're seeing, please subscribe, smash that like button, and please hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate that support. Here is the PJS question of the day. When you look for community, when you look for any type of group, a social group, and you want to find that connection, what do you look for? Answer in the comments down below. Tell me what y'all look for. What are those things that you think about? What are those things that you look for when you really want to find connection into a community, into a social circle, into a group of friends? Let me know. I would love to learn from you. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.